Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. Hot or cold, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles, and I'm so excited to have this lady on with us today, Miss Dria Thornton. Man, awesome lady, doing some really cool things to make a huge difference, and I'm so excited to have her on and just highlight her and share what she's about and who she is with you guys, so you can go out and show her some love and support her with the amazing things she has going on. So first, Dria, thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having me, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I know off air we did a get to know, and you shared some of, about your journey and some of those neat things you've been blessed and fortunate to achieve. But if you don't mind, just sharing some of that with the audience so they have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Yeah, so I am an artist, a songwriter, mother, and a entrepreneur in the biggest way. I started my career doing songwriting and background vocal work. So I started doing work with like Rick Ross and Meek Mill, Logic, and Young Thug. And so I was doing background vocal work for producers that were working with them. And those big producers ended up using my vocals, myself and my partner Chris, our vocals on a lot of things, like doing their tracks or like as samples. And so that's how I'm able to say, like, okay, I've been on this song with Rick Ross and The Dream, because my vocals are in the background of the whole entire song. So that's really how I started, like, this journey and career of mine, music career. And then, I've always been a writer. So I've been writing for independent artists, major artists, commercial artists, anybody you could think of. And then I just said, you know what, that part is super successful, but I really do want to be an artist myself. I am an artist. I've been since I was younger, since high school, really. So I really wanted to bring myself to the forefront because I've done so many amazing things, been a part of Grammy nominated record with Logic for the song 1-800. So my vocals were on that, and I just felt like, okay, God, like I've just done like so many great things and people don't really know that it's me. So I just started putting a bunch of music out. We started pushing my music career probably about 10 years ago. And it's just been a journey of just like building my brand and building who I am as a person and as an artist, and just really trying to navigate the whole independent artist route. And then I felt that, I just really felt like I need to know this journey like all the way through, because if I don't know the journey all the way through, I can't help anybody else. And I can't help any other independent women or artists behind me that are struggling too, right? Yeah, so that's where I'm at today. I'm building my brand as an artist, and I'm just navigating the whole independent artist world right now. It's actually really fun.
and you're doing it big.
I remind myself that I am.
Like you're not just like. And I think a crazy thing is a lot of times when we're like movers and shakers and people that just grind and do their thing, a lot of times you have your head down and you don't realize it, like, until you take a deep breath and you look like, oh wait, like, yeah, that's pretty cool right there. Yeah.
I learned from one of my mentors as a producer by the name of S1, Symbolic One, and his biggest thing is plant the seeds and walk away. And so for me, I just plant a bunch of seeds, and I just keep going. And then they start sprouting, and I'm like, oh, these are cool. Like, oh, okay, great. But then I really don't realize where I'm at. Like I've had to say a couple times, like, you really have a show at the Hobby Center on Sunday. Like, really?
Yeah.
You do? So
Come
it's really,
on.
yeah,
Hey,
how did this
hey,
happen?
that's some all right fruit to bear from the seeds you planted at the Hobby Center. Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, just talking about, some of the neat things. What are three things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
This would have to be one of them for sure.
Yeah.
Second would be the song that I mentioned, the 1-800 song. I just think not just because it was Grammy nominated, but because it was actually on the radio and it reached a lot of people and it saved a lot of lives.
Yeah,
It
it did.
really did. It saved a lot of lives, just suicide prevention and awareness. I was just like, wow, like he really did that with a song. So to be a part of that, that's just phenomenal. And career-wise, gosh. Oh, working with Chaka Khan.
Ooh,
Not
that's
just sending
good.
her stuff, but in the studio with her. So like I was like, whoa. So that was a great experience. I mean, that was just an accomplishment and just so educational. So yeah, those are three.
That's good, man. Well, just man, hearing you talk about your neat journey, or hearing you discuss the three things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful, right?
Mhm.
So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
My definition of success is one, how I impact people.
Mm-hmm.
And two, achieving my goals. If I set out for a goal and I achieve it, it's success to me. Now, whether that achievement is exactly how I wanted it to be
Come
or,
on.
perfect, that doesn't even matter to me. The fact that I got from an idea all the way to completing it and doing it,
Mm-hmm.
that could go with a song, that could go with an album, that could go with a show, that could go with just whatever my goals are in life. Like that's success to me. And then, the impact that I have on people, how many ever people I impact, I don't even really care. I mean, obviously from a business standpoint, I do care, but from a personal standpoint, like if one person is impacted by this one song that I did and it changed
Yeah.
their lives or it motivates them, like that's success to me because I'm using my purpose to do what I'm supposed to be doing, right? So
Yeah. And that's when it gets good. We talked about that too. Like, I think we all have, a certain God given talent, certain abilities. And it's our job to tap into that and figure out what that is. But when we tap into that and figure out what that is, when we can give that to others, to help them, to impact them, like you talked about, that's the good part right there. That's when it gets good. Like they say, hey, that's the good part.
yeah.
That's the good.
Even
That's,
if you put your books out, like and be a best, like that's
yeah.
so cool,
Yeah. Yeah, and I think too it does. I think it does two things too, Drea. I think it allows us to be humble because we see that great things are possible, but then it also pushes us to help us be hungry, right?
Yeah,
Because it
exactly.
shows us that great things are possible, and so
Exactly. And being
yeah,
able to show other people that those great things are possible because a lot of people don't have the same faith and,
come on,
just drive that, people like you and I do. So it's
yeah,
like, okay, well, she's a normal chick. Like she's just this and that, like, but she's still doing it and she don't let anything stop her. So
yeah.
maybe I can too, It's
That's
like, that's
it.
what I want.
That's it. Be the example for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what I want to do now, like, just hearing you talk about some of those things, like, and this is kind of off script here, so like, man, I love a good story, right? So, do you have any good stories of like any situations to where you were in situations and it just like really tripped you out, right? You like, man, this is crazy. Like, you have anything like that you experienced?
Yeah, actually I do. Do you know who the rapper Logic is?
Oh, come on, yeah.
Okay, just making
We,
sure.
hey, we were actually listening. My son and I, we were actually listening to his CD just a little while ago.
Oh wow, no.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So the story of how I ended up in the studio for the first time with Logic is actually a really cool story. And it just really is a testimony to what kind of like mind frame you have to have when you're in the music industry, right? So we're working with this producer S1 that I spoke about earlier. But S1 worked on Logic's first album out at in Hollywood, and we were in Hollywood for something else, for another event. Me and my partner Chris is who I'm saying we. He's my production partner, songwriting partner as well, and we also have a label together. But we were in LA for something else, and S1 had said, you know, I'm going to the studio with Logic. If I need y'all for anything, I'll let you know. So we're like, okay, cool. We're just kind of on standby. So then we were driving out. At the time, we lived in Northern California. We were driving back. We got to about a little bit before Bakersfield. And S1 hit us up and was like, yo, y'all still here? It was like, yes, we're still there. We lied. We didn't even care. He was like, yo, can y'all come through the studio? Logic needs some writing and some background vocals. And we were like, hell yeah, we'll be there. He's like, so how long y'all gonna be? So I was like over there mapping it. I was like, okay, so it says we're gonna be back in like 45 minutes. So tell him, give us about an hour. And so he was like, yeah, we'll be there in an hour. And so my dad was watching my son. And I called my dad and said, hey, we got this studio opportunity. We need you to keep our son for like another day. Just one more day. We'll be back. And he was like, yeah, no problem. So we turned around, and we went back to the studio. It was really late. We went back to the studio, and it was the song Till the End on the first album. Till the End. It was the last song on the album. He was almost done, pretty much. And so we went in, and we killed it. We nailed it. And he was like, man, I love you guys. Can you guys stay like another day and come back and just like put a bunch of vocals on a bunch of my other songs? And he was, and was like, yeah, for sure. So we got a room. We stayed the night. We didn't care. We came back, and we ended up on like five or six songs on the album.
Wow.
Just by being willing to just do whatever. Because, you know, we could have been the parents like, oh, no, we got to get back to our son. And, you know, no, we've already left. And no, we coming back. So, and that actually, like, really opened up our career, like, with him. As, you know, like, we were on the next album, Under Pressure, and then we were on the next album, Incredible True Story, and then, you know, and then we're just recently on Ultra 85. Yeah. And so like it just opened up a whole relationship. So that's like a story of like doing what you have to do to get what you want. Yeah. And especially when you have opportunity that comes up, you got to be ready, just ready.
That's a great story. I think just two things come out for me in that. I think in order to achieve the maximum success that you want to achieve, you got to be willing.
Yes.
Right. And so that was the first thing. And then the second thing is, and I share this all the time, and it gave me chills when you kind of said some of this about how you were, okay, we were on the next album, and then we were on the next album, and then we were on the next, we came back, we were on the next, right? So I believe the opportunities bring opportunities.
They do.
Right. And so because, you know, you were open and willing in the beginning to do those things. And of course, the talent was amazing. Right. Like that helps too. Yeah, that helps too. But from that, you continue to get opportunities from, you know, being open, having quality, and just be open and willing to do things the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's so cool. Thanks for sharing that story. Like I said, I love a good story, man. Well, man, you have an amazing event coming up. Let's talk about that. What is that?
Yeah, it's called Women to Watch, Houston R&B Storytellers. So it is a platform that I created for independent. Well, they're not all independent. There's a couple that are signed to labels, but it's for women in the R&B scene in Houston who have a story to tell. Like first of all, they're grinders, they're hustlers. You know, I I've been watching them for a while, each one of them. And it's just been great to see their journey and listen to their music and really, and most of, actually all of them, all of us are songwriters. So we write our own stuff. So Justin Martin, she's a Def Jam recording artist. Justin Martin, she writes and plays the guitar. So she produces and writes herself, which I think is amazing. Like, her story is awesome. Like, she in her room just doing stuff, so beautiful. I have Skyra Bliss, who is a loud music artist. It's a local independent label here in Houston. And I know her story. I've worked with her before. I've written with her. I see her perform. I see her grind. I see her organic fan base growth. I see her organic growth as an artist. So she'll be there. I love her. Rachel Winters. She is an alternative type of R&B. I wanted to showcase R&B, but also how do you bring R&B to us? How does your background and your history and your day-to-day and your story combine with this genre, and how do you present it, right? So she's a different kind of R&B, which I love. Very cinematic is what she likes to call it. And of course myself, R&B, hip hop, it's like, I still got a little it to me, but I'm still R&B, so it's a very intimate concert. We're gonna perform and have a conversation. So it's like a sit down, 10-minute performance, 10-minute sit down. Everybody gets to like really tell you where they're coming from. Audience Q&A. Moderated by radio boss K.R.I.T Brown. So excited to have him. And our DJ is DJ C Watts, like the best female DJ in Houston. Okay. So it is attached to the Fade to Black Festival, which is a citywide like arts festival with film and music and playwright. And they're going to be taking over the city for a week. And the opening night is June 8th. Which is the women to watch as well. So June 8th, Fade to Black's doing 12 to 4. And then at 5 p.m., we are at the Zilka Hall in Hobby Center. So yes, tickets available at thehobbycenter.org. And it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's a couple hours, and man, everybody's designing their own sets, like on what they're wanting to present to you as artists. So I'm excited to present it and see it myself.
Man, congratulations, Dria. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Hearing you talk about all of it. It was cool to see the excitement, like the raw excitement within you, like in the passion for everything. And it's great when you can have something that you like you said in your definition of success. You have a plan for something, you stick with it, and then you see it out and you see it come to fruition. And this is definitely a huge success. So congratulations on that. But like, as we close, I'd love for you to give your social media where they can go follow you and check you out and show you some love with all the amazing things you have going on.
Yes, of course. So all the social media, IG, TikTok is Dria, DRIA _Thornton, THORNTON. I'm on all digital streaming platforms. I mean, anywhere you listen to music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal. I'm on all of those. Dria Thornton. My website's actually being built. So if you ever, driathornton.com, if you ever happen to type that in and the website pops up, that means it's done. So that's where. And again, you can buy the tickets for Women to Watch. It's this Sunday, June 8th at 5 p.m. at thehobbycenter.org.
Awesome. Well, again, Dria, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Thank you so much, and you too. Continued success and everything you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless.
Go get it.